Rick, you had to give him the idea, didn't you? Why did you say Teal album in the podcast? Why did you say Teal? They heard us, and now here we are. So Weezer have come out with a covers album. Look, I think, to be honest, they saw how successful Africa was. It actually made it into the charts, and I believe it was like considered like one of the biggest rock songs of 2018. If you can even call it a rock song, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure it charted that well that it was in like the top 5 best-selling rock singles of the year. So it was pretty huge, you know. So I think they saw fit to carry it on, you know. They've done so well with that. Let's just turn it into a thing. Let's just cover classic pop songs for an entire album, because clearly there's a market for it, clearly there's an audience for it, clearly our fans are enjoying it too. It was probably just a one-off thing, let's be honest, and they've dragged it out further because of the success of Africa, which is fine. Maybe the fans will enjoy this. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you enjoy these songs, if you enjoy these renditions of these songs, that's totally fine if you're a Weezer fan. And they picked some good songs to cover. I mean, these songs, even today, I think a lot of these songs still sound really good. But Weezer covering them, I'll say though, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, fine. Like, it was a fine cover. It's a great song originally, and they did a perfectly decent job of their cover. I can't really say I had too many issues with this one. Decent cover, it's fine. That's about it for positives though. Like, I don't even think they did Africa well. I think they completely botched Africa. The chorus with Rivers' like high falsetto, well, it's not really like high, but that's about it for positives. I mean, even Africa, I feel as though they botched. It was never that funny to begin with. It became like a bit of a meme. It went way over my head. I didn't get the joke at all. And even still, I don't even know at this point, is this album meant to be a joke? Like, are they taking themselves seriously with this? Or are they just taking the piss and just randomly releasing a covers album? Because I can't tell the difference. Where does the meme start and where does the meme end? Where he reaches into his upper register on Africa though, Rivers I mean, I just think that is completely, like, it falls flat, like on its face. That is the end of the song for me. I'm like, yeah, I can't sit through this anymore. His vocals on Sweet Dreams Are Made of This as well are so bad, it just doesn't work. Like, if they changed something about the song to fit Rivers' voice or to fit their style, it might have worked, but they literally do it the exact same way as the original, and it's clear as day that it just doesn't really fit his style of singing. Then we get to Paranoid, which, man, you know, you've heard this song. It's just, why? I think it's really hard to tell if they're taking this seriously or not, because it's pretty serious throughout the way they play these songs, and there's not like any point where it's like a wink wink, you know, you're in on the joke, it's all a joke. It's just, no, we're gonna actually do No Scrubs. We're just gonna do that. Paranoid was bad enough, but listening to Weezer do No Scrubs, yeah. This is one of the worst covers I think I've ever heard. Even if it was just a light-hearted, we're not taking this seriously guys, it's just a cover song. Even if it was just that, still, listening to this track, it is a bit shit. I don't know why this makes me laugh, but every time on the chorus when it comes around and it gets to "Can't get no love from me," and Rivers is like, "Can't get no." He stresses that part, and then the rest of the chorus is just like he sings normally. I just find that part so hilarious. I don't know why. And a track like Billie Jean as well can't really save it all that much. It sounds so cheap. Like the instrumental is so cheap and dated. I don't know if it's because they're covering a song from the 80s, but even that doesn't make sense as a critique though, because Everybody Wants to Rule the World isn't that far away from that, you know, like when that track was released. So Thing is, it's like it's not like I don't have a sense of humor or anything. I can get behind a band doing a covers album in a really silly and funny way, and it could be a really fun time. And you know, you don't really have to read into it all that much because it's just silly covers album. But I feel as though like there's something missing from what Weezer are doing. Like if it is a joke, they're not striking the balance between, you know, this is thing is though, it's like it's not like I don't have a sense of humor. Like I could get behind a band doing a silly covers album and just taking it for what it is. But with Weezer, to me, it's just like the joke's not landing. Like even if you just scroll through Rivers Cuomo's Twitter account, like he's really trying to push like a meme forward, and to me, it just isn't working. Like I feel like he's just out of touch with how memes work, to be honest. And yeah, I just feel like they're not hitting the jokes very hard. And again, I think I've already said this, but even if it wasn't a joke, as songs, they don't sound very good either. So somehow they managed to be humorless while simultaneously being extremely lame. That Stand By Me cover at the end, come on guys, like if you're gonna cover that song, just do it well at least. Like it just sounds so boring when Weezer do it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a 4 out of 10. I guess Weezer just aren't really for me these days. Even Pinkerton, you know, it's an album that isn't meant to be taken seriously. He's playing a character the whole way through, and even that I don't think sticks to landing. So maybe just I should just accept that Weezer kind of hit it out the park with their debut album, and that's really about it.